We are in WrestleMania week. WrestleMania is happening this weekend. There's a lot of interesting matches. We've gotten the full card for both days now. So what I did was I went into AI and I asked AI, who do you think is going to win the matches and why? Let's start with the kind of the celebrity match that we have here. Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and IShowSpeed versus the Usos and LA Knight. Now, you'll hear me say this a million times if you watch this channel, and you'll hear it in the future as well. I'm not the biggest fan of when they bring celebrities in to wrestle in a match, especially like a WrestleMania match. I know since WrestleMania 1, we've had the celebrity aspect to WrestleMania. I just find it hard whenever you get a celebrity that comes in, especially one like IShowSpeed is a very athletic guy, but he's going to be in the ring against the Usos and LA Knight. It's hard for me to believe a guy like that can beat up an LA Knight who does this week in and week out. And there's going to be moments in this match where IShow's going to get over it. And I don't know. Call me old school, call me a old fashioned, whatever. I'm just not a big fan of it. So I asked AI who's going to win this. Their prediction, Usos and LA Knight win the match. Why? Celebs usually lose after getting their moments. LA Knight getting a WrestleMania win would equal a crowd explosion. I could agree with that. And the Usos are reliable Mania performers. Okay. I'm down with that. Jimmy and Jay getting back together like they have been, and what's going to happen on WrestleMania. I kind of like that. All right. Moving into the women's tag team fatal four-way. Prediction, Bella Twins win. Why? WrestleMania nostalgia moment, big pop, plus a short-term feel-good win. I think the Bella Twins winning that goes a long ways. The fans would love it. That would be a huge pop. It would be nostalgia. I think that it would probably behoove WWE to make that happen, and they probably will. I think AI is 2 for 2, to be honest with you on this. Moving into the women's Intercontinental title match. It's one that I think is a match that we're all kind of looking forward to. You're going to have AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. AJ, of course, being the champion. The prediction? AI says Becky Lynch wins, goes over on AJ Lee. Why? Becky is still one of WWE's biggest names. AJ returning is huge, but Becky winning adds legitimacy to the new title. Okay, I like that. You've got a former champion that will carry it, that is arguably maybe one of the best women's wrestlers of all time in Becky Lynch. AJ Lee is up there as a great female wrestler as well, but Becky Lynch is on another level. Her carrying the IC title would bring some legitimacy to it, bring a lot of eyeballs to the women's division for that match and for any Intercontinental Championship match. We'd be talking about it a lot more with a Becky Lynch carrying that belt. Personal opinion. So AI believes Becky Lynch goes over on AJ Lee. Before we continue, who do you think is going to win each match? All right, next match is Stephanie Vakir. I can't say her last name, guys. It is that South Carolina education I got, okay? I can't say her last name. Versus Liv Morgan, women's world title. Prediction from AI, Liv Morgan wins. And I love this prediction. As you guys know, I'm so huge on Liv Morgan. I think that she is not only one of the best female wrestlers, I think she's one of the best wrestlers in WWE. I think she's one of the best characters. She lives the gimmick, and that's what I love. I love that she lives the gimmick. Why Liv Morgan? Royal Rumble winners usually win at Mania. Okay. Liv has a major fan support, me being one of them. And Stephanie is a likely transitional champion. She doesn't seem like the type of person that can carry that title and be the face of the women's division as a women's world title holder. And I agree with that too. Liv Morgan is just too hot right now to not have that belt on her. Next one for the women's matches, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill. WWE Women's Title. AI. Wow. Cargill for the win. Cargill over Ripley. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Rhea Ripley wins this match. I'm going to disagree with AI. This is the first one that I'm disagreeing with AI on this one. I don't believe Rhea Ripley loses this match. AI, why do you believe that Jade is going to win? WWE has been protecting Jade like a megastar. This feels like her arrival moment, and Ripley can lose and still be dominant. This could be a WrestleMania star-making moment. Yeah, it could be. Man, Jade as the going over on Rhea Ripley. I don't know about that, guys. What do y'all think? I don't know. I'm really high on Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. To me, are two of the best wrestlers and characters in WWE. It's hard for me to sit here and say that Rhea Ripley is going to lose at WrestleMania, especially against Jade Cargill, who I think Jade Cargill's amazing, and she's got the look and she's got everything that could be a mega star, and maybe that's what they're going to do. Maybe this is an Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan situation where, okay, let's see if we can build another megastar in that women's division. We need maybe one or two more that's going to really step up and be big time characters, big time wrestlers in the female division. And maybe that's what they're going to try to do with Jade at WrestleMania is push her. She's already up there, but to be able to really put her on the top would be a win over Rhea. So I could see why they would do it. I just don't think it's going to happen. So this is where I disagree with AI on this match. I believe Rhea goes over. AI believes Jade Cargill goes over. All right, let's go into some fun matches here. We got Finn Balor versus Dirty Dom Mysterio. Prediction: Dominik Mysterio wins, according to AI. Why do you say that, AI? Well, WWE keeps pushing Dom as a top heel. He is the top heel. He is the heel of all heels, him and Gunther. Beating a veteran like Balor boost him again. I think a good, solid in-ring win at WrestleMania against a talent like Finn Balor goes a long ways for Dom. I think a lot of people look at him as Dom's great outside of the ring, but not necessarily inside the ring. Likely interference heavy match. Yeah, I could see that as well. So AI believes that Dominik wins. I agree with AI on this one. Next match, we have Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams, U.S. title match. Guys, it's not hard to figure out who I'm going to pull for. Let's go back to what I said a minute ago with that South Carolina education. Trick Williams also has that same education from the University of South Carolina, former wide receiver. I'm a former season ticket holder for South Carolina, and by God, I am going to pick Trick Williams. I haven't even looked to see who AI says is going to win, but if they believe that Sami Zayn is going to beat Trick Williams, they're insane, okay? Trick Williams is the future of WWE. I'm telling you guys, he is the future. Their prediction, Trick Williams wins. By God, that's what I'm talking about. AI, I agree with you on this one. Why? Trick is rising fast. Exactly. WrestleMania is perfect for his breakout moment. I agree with that too. Sami is the ultimate make a star guy. Sami knows how to do a job and put someone over. He knows how to work in the ring. He could take a guy like Trick, who is an amazing talent, who just not too long ago was NXT, running NXT, right? Well, now you're on the biggest stage in professional wrestling history. To be in a ring with a guy like Sami Zayn, first of all, that's a huge opportunity, and lucky for you that your first WrestleMania is that, okay? You're getting to be in the ring with a Sami Zayn, all right? Big opportunity for you, buddy. I'm so happy for you, and I believe that Trick Williams, just like AI, we believe that Trick Williams goes over, gets the U.S. title, and that's going to be the first step in a phenomenal career for Trick Williams. So happy for him. Intercontinental title ladder match. Penta versus Rey Mysterio plus a whole bunch of others. We believe Penta retains. I agree with that. That's who AI believes. Why? Ladder matches often keep belts on current champs unless there's a breakout story. And too many veterans equals chaos match, but Penta likely survives. I agree with that. He's so over right now. I think a WrestleMania win for him would be amazing. It'd be cool. All right, guys. Next match, we have Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre. Before we dive into who I believe is going to win and who I believe is going to win, got to be just very transparent. I'm not the biggest fan of either one of these guys. I think Jacob Fatu is a beast of a man, and I think he's just, he's a Samoan. He's, he tougher than, woodpecker lips. I'm just not huge on Drew. Never have been. I think he's got the look. He's got the feel. There's just something missing. And I feel like there's something missing with Jacob Fatu, and I don't know what it is, and I'm not smart enough, and I'm not educated enough to understand what it is, but there's just something for me that doesn't click. He clicks for a lot of people, and there's so many people that love him, and he deserves that. And same thing with Drew, but just neither one of them for Matt Lyda. I don't know what it is. They just don't connect with me personally, and I just don't enjoy watching their matches as much as I do others. I hate to say it. I don't like saying it because I'm a huge fan of the Samoans to start with. I got Scottish blood in me, so I should be a Drew McIntyre fan. I have no idea why. That's just, these two guys just aren't my favorite, and it sucks, and I wish they were, but they aren't. I believe Jacob Fatu wins. I do too. For some reason, Drew just can't catch a break to save his life. But why does AI believe that Jacob Fatu is going to win? Bloodline-related moment plus chaos match favors Fatu. Very true. I mean, when you're in an unsanctioned match with a Samoan that's related to Haku, yeah, you're probably going to lose. Unsanctioned equals brutal equals perfect for a rising savage type star in Fatu. AI, I cannot agree more here. Drew can lose without damage. I think people are expecting him to lose. That's what Drew does for some reason. Now to my favorite wrestler in WWE today, Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Man, the ring general. Prediction from AI, and I agree with this too. Gunther wins. I agree with that because I'm a Gunther fan, and I just don't want to pick against him. I think that it would diminish what he did to AJ and to what he did to John Cena by losing to a Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. The only reason that you're going to have Seth Rollins go over in this match, like revenge, I did it for the boys. You're not this giant killer, this career killer. But then if he does win, how do we view Cena? How do we view AJ? Like you got to think deeper. This is 3D chess, guys. Don't think like, Triple H. So Gunther wins. I agree. Gunther's been, and AI explains why they believe he's going to win. Gunther has been booked like an unstoppable machine. Rollins doesn't need the win. I agree with that. Gunther needs to stay elite. It's kind of what I've been saying. WWE protects Gunther big on major shows. Once again, I agree with everything AI is saying here. You got to protect Gunther. You got to protect what he's done the last, since the beginning of the year, but especially over the last year of how he's just ran through people and the way they built him up as this unstoppable machine. And Rollins losing to Gunther doesn't hurt him. He's kind of like, that was Gunther. He beat Cena, he beat AJ. He ended their careers. It makes sense for Seth Rollins to lose to Gunther. So yeah, I'm okay with that. The Battle of the Giants, guys. Big feature match here. Big feature match. Brock Lesnar, Hall of Famer, one of the GOATs, one of the biggest names in professional wrestling history, one of the biggest names in action sports, in fighting, in MMA, professional wrestling, combat sports. This man is one of the best ever. Going against Obafemi. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. I'm terrible with names, guys. Prediction, Femi wins. It's a shock win, they say. I don't think that is a shock win. I think he can beat Brock. And I think when you look at him and you look at Brock, you go, that's believable. This is a guy that can beat Brock. That's the problem with Brock Lesnar. He's like Andre, right? Who's going to beat him? Who's going to put up against him? This man ended the streak for Undertaker. Just not anybody could beat a Brock Lesnar, especially when you end the streak of Undertaker. That diminishes and that devalues all of that hard work if he ends up going and losing to just anybody and everybody. But he could lose to Femi here and be just fine. Why does AI believe that this is going to happen? WWE has been building Femi as a monster, and he is. He is a monster. WrestleMania is where new stars get made by beating legends. That is a phenomenal statement and a phenomenal reason of why you believe he should win. Lesnar losing doesn't hurt him at this stage. It doesn't. It doesn't hurt his legacy. He's a Hall of Famer, first ballot. He's looked at as the guy that carried the company for a long time, made a lot of money for the company. He's good. This screams next big thing, coronation. Okay. Now let's go into some big matches here. This episode is sponsored by Zeros. Go to drinkzeros.com. Find your favorite flavors today. Mine's going to be orange. These guys, they're amazing. It's veteran owned, veteran operated, 0 carbs, gluten-free, 0 sugar, only 90 calories. And the flavors are amazing, guys. Like I said, I'm drinking the orange today. Anything orange, I'm pretty much down with. My 2 favorite flavors is orange and grape. Go to drinkzeros.com to be able to find your favorite flavors or a store near you that serves zeros. Just remember, got to be 21 years or older to drink and drink responsibly. More than anything, please drink responsibly. Go to drinkzeros.com. Also, my friends over at Roots of Fight. Ladies and gentlemen, go to rootsoffight.com. Use promo code When Wrestling Was Real, and you'll get 20% off all of their apparel. Some of the coolest, best designs you'll see for professional wrestling, especially some of those throwback designs and some of those wrestlers that may or may not be in the ring today. Go to rootsoffight.com. Use promo code When Wrestling Was Real and get your favorite wrestling apparel over there. The undisputed WWE title match, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. Prediction, Cody Rhodes retains the title and goes over on Randy. Why do you believe that, AI? Well, Cody is still in his face of the company run. Absolutely. Orton is the perfect challenger, but more for story than a reign. Too early to take the title off Cody unless turning Orton heel really hard. Expect drama, maybe interference, but Cody survives. Guys, I'm on the fence on this one. I've gone back and forth of why Cody wins, why Randy Orton wins. I've ran through all the different scenarios in my head. I really want to pick Randy Orton here. I really want to see Randy have one more reign as champion. I don't know if he wants to be the face of the company right now. I don't know if this part of his career, he wants that responsibility. He's got more years behind him than in front of him. He's seeing Cena and AJ Styles and these guys start to retire and step away and move on. And he's got to be probably the next guy to do this, right? He's probably the next guy to take that step. Well, I mean, him and Brock, right? They're probably the 2 next guys. But what if they put the title on Randy? What if we get a short run with him? He goes heel real hard. He's going to have Pat McAfee in his corner. Pat's probably going to do something silly there. Cody's going to get some type of help. My prediction is we're going to see The Rock come in this. I believe we may see The Rock come in this match. I know that the Roman Reigns match, we may see The Rock peek his head out there, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like Cody may get a little bit of help there. I don't know. It's probably going to happen. Cody probably goes over, but I'd like to see the shakeup with Randy. I would love to see Randy get the title, carry it to like SummerSlam. Let's have a summer with Randy as the champion again. One more run with Randy. That's the hashtag one more run with Randy. Last prediction from AI. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title. AI predicts Roman Reigns wins. Why? Reigns winning the Royal Rumble and choosing Punk screams crowning moment. WWE loves long-term storytelling. Reigns reclaiming dominance fits the tribal chief redemption arc. Punk doesn't need the belt. Reigns' aura does. Roman doesn't feel like the Roman Reigns that we know without the title. Does that make sense? Like, he just doesn't carry that same presence without the title. Feels like a passing of the torch back moment. Passing of the torch back. like you're passing him back to the guy that's been carrying that torch for years for the company. CM Punk is really good in the chase. Roman's really good in carrying the title. Learned that from The Undertaker. CM Punk is him carrying the title, just he deserves it. He deserves to have it around that waist. But he's a lot more fun when he's attacking someone. He's going after someone. And he's got this mountain to climb, this uphill battle. He's got this fight on his hands at all times. He's so much better that way. Roman's better having the title. Roman's better being a little bit more arrogant. He is the tribal chief. The tribal chief should wear the crown. And he hasn't had that crown in a while. CM Punk doesn't feel like he needs it. CM Punk doesn't seem like he needs it. CM Punk seems like the type of guy that's underdog, the guy that's constantly being left out, the guy that's constantly being pushed to the side, the guy that's having to scrape and fight. He doesn't look like Roman Reigns. He's not as big as a Brock Lesnar. He's always been the underdog. He's not the baby face like Cody Rhodes with the legacy and the DNA, and he's not those guys. He's your blue collar street guy. He will fight you in an alleyway. He doesn't need that freaking gold around his belt, around his waist. He just wants to fight. He wants to struggle. He wants somebody to go after at all times. And that's why I think Roman wins. I don't know where they go from there with it. Maybe Roman wins and we see The Rock make an appearance at that point. Or maybe the next night The Rock makes an appearance and there's some type of challenge for who's the real tribal chief. I don't know. Nothing makes sense anymore. We have no idea what's going to happen. That's what's great about WrestleMania. WrestleMania is the culmination of a year's worth of storytelling, but also the beginning of new storytelling. That's what's so fun about WrestleMania. The entire industry gets flipped on its head, and we have a brand new story to tell for the next 12 months. Out with the old, in with the new. We get to see new champions. We get to see new megastars be built over a 2-night period. And everything that we're predicting, everything that AI is saying, everything that we are wishing and wanting and hoping, what we think is the best thing, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We will see over those 2 days this weekend, we will see the greatest wrestlers in the world put on a performance like no other. And they will pen the last words of the last chapter for this year's storytelling. And they will open up a brand new book and begin writing the new stories for 2026. And I'm so excited for it. Guys, this was AI. I would love to hear from you. Who do you think is going to win each match at WrestleMania? But more than anything, guys, enjoy this weekend. Sit back with your family, watch each match, make some memories, cheer, cry, laugh, scream, yell, pull your hair, all the emotions, have them. That is what professional wrestling is all about. And that is what WrestleMania is really all about. But more than anything, guys, I want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting this channel. Like I said before, hit that subscribe button, the like button, leave a comment, tell me how much you hate me. I don't care. I just want to hear from you. And always remember that wrestling's real. And so is God. Till next week, I'm Matt Lyda. Thank you.